everyone. Welcome to another Wednesday Whispers. I hope you're all doing fantastic tonight. I hope you're all staying warm and enjoying this beautiful December that we are having. I can't believe it's only 2 weeks till Christmas. Time is just flying right on by. I am just going to take a few seconds to wait for a few more people to come on. All right. Um, we are in Carberry tonight. Super happy about that. We absolutely love it here. I have this great big office. I had a smaller office in Swan River, and we are just very much loving the community and loving being here in Carberry. Again, I hope you are all doing fantastic tonight. All right. Um, I am just waiting for a few more people to come on tonight. Hello to you all. Not too sure why I am not seeing comments. Hmm, I'm not sure. Sorry, just one moment here. Hmm. Maybe I'll just take a few more seconds for that part to load. I'm not sure. Hmm. I'm not seeing any messages from anybody. Okay. I hope you can all see me well, hear me well. Um, I want to get rolling on tonight's Wednesday Whispers, but like I said, I am not seeing your comments on my laptop like I should. Hmm. And I don't have my wonderful Tyson here to help me. I'm not too sure what the heck is going on. Okay. I hope you can all, like I said, I hope you all can hear me good, see me good. Um, hmm, I don't understand what exactly is going on here, that I am not getting any messages from anybody. Okay. Um, hmm. I'm very, very sorry for the delay, everybody. I can't um, continue until my messages come up. I won't be able to communicate with any of you, but I think I just heard my wonderful husband come through the door, and so he is going to be able to help me. Yes, but I can't. How come it's not here? Okay. All I have, everybody, is a very small writing. Um, Tyson is, that's much better. That works. It's the best we can do. Okay. I'm so sorry, everybody. Uh, that should work. That should work. All right. Thank you guys so much for being patient. Hi, hello to you all. Um, okay, you bet. I'm just going to get rolling with tonight's Wednesday Whispers. For any of you newcomers who are watching tonight, as I say every single Wednesday, if you feel that this is your loved one, please leave me a comment so I can deliver the message to the right person. If you feel that, if someone has already, spoken for this loved one that I'm communicating with, but you feel that it is could be your loved one too, don't hesitate. Don't not say something. Say it, and I will work through it and make sure I do my best to give it to the right person. Okay. Somebody wrote, "Thank God for husband." Yeah, absolutely. Christine, that's so cute. Yes. Hi, Nancy. Um, hello. I think this is Jody. Okay. All right. So yes, I'm just going to take a few seconds. I'm going to put myself into that state of mind, and I'm just going to get rolling with tonight's broadcast. All right. All right. The very first loved one that I'd love to bring through tonight. Oh goodness, I have this wonderful male who is trying to communicate tonight. All right. Mm. And I need to tell you that he tells me, "Hi, mom. Hi, mom." So he's trying to connect with his mom tonight. All right. Um, I have asked him, what happened, how come he is no longer here, and he lets me know that unfortunately, he passed of cancer. I believe is what he's trying to communicate to me. Okay. Yes, yes. His struggle was so hard at the end of his life. He lets me know I have a I have a pain in my head as I'm talking about this, and it'll release once I'm done talking about it. It's his way of letting me know, indeed, that it had something to do with the head, um, to do with this cancer, okay, brain cancer or something like that. All right. Um, yeah. Yes. Absolutely. Yep. And like I said, I believe he's trying to communicate with his mom tonight. I think that's what he's trying to express to me. He shows me. It's too bad. He shows me his life. He did not live a long life. He was an adult, um, definitely. Um, this is not a child. This is as an adult. And again, he lets me know. He shows me himself in the hospital at the end of his life. He shows me all the suffering that he had gone through, and he tells me no one was there for him like his mom was. His mom was always there, and it's like I hate to say, like day and night, mom was there, day and night. You know, mom looked after him. All right, mom was always there. You know, and he's just so thankful for that. You know, you know. I want to say he tells me that. I'm sorry, I'm just listening to him. He tells me that something there's he's with someone. He's trying to communicate that with me. There's more males with him. Okay, um, he's with dad. Oh, he's with dad. Dad and him are resting very peacefully together. Okay, I'm not sure if it's dad or if it's him, but he's showing me this hat, and it's like it's kind of like his trademark to always be wearing this hat, and it's kind of a little bit at the side, sort of. Is kind of how he's wearing this kind of brimmed all the way around hat, um, and he's like, you can you grab it from the very top. Um, and he lets me know that his sweet mom was always there for him in every way. No matter what he did, he could always count on mom. Whether he, you know, made any mistakes in life, whether he, good or bad, mom was always there. Okay. Um, Good evening, Bernice. So nice to see you. Karen, hi, Karen. Nicole, hello. So yes, as I was saying, that this very wonderful son, um, his message is just thank you, and that he's doing very well. All right, he's doing so good. All right. Hmm. Okay. The very next loved one that I'd love to bring forward is I have this woman here, and hmm, she's so great. I first want to talk about. Hmm, I was just watching her thing she was showing me. Um, she loved to cook. She loved to bake, but I want to say especially cooking, I think, is what she's trying to express to me. Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay, and she shows me her granddaughter. It's like her granddaughter's watching her granddaughter needs to hear from her tonight. Okay. Oh, she tells me that her granddaughter is going through so many heartaches, so many things, stressful situations right now, and she wants me to make it very clear to you that she is listening, she is watching, she is trying to be there with you every step of the way. Okay, this beautiful grandmother she shows me. I asked her for a little more detail, about herself, and she shows me that grandma and grandpa are both resting very peacefully. Um, and for twice now, she has showed me something about this great big plate of pierogies. Okay, um, she made really good pierogies, in your opinion. Okay, um, and the amount of talks, she shows me you would sit at the table with her, you could talk about absolutely anything. She was your go-to when you were sad, when you were down, when you were happy, when you had great news. Grandma was the person that you turned to. But interestingly, grandma, it's more like she's more like a mom, okay, than a grandma, is how she comes across to me, actually. And she just wants you to know that she is with you. Okay. Um, she wants me to talk about this, just like the last couple of days, how the last couple of days you've been really struggling. Okay. A lot of, tears. Okay. You would make so much pierogies. All right, Nicole. Absolutely. Okay. Uh, It's interesting that's how she showed to express that of who she is, that you get the pierogies. Um, but I just need to go back, Nicole, talking about like in the last couple of days, especially. She shows me you've been really struggling with something. And I wouldn't go into great detail, anyways, but she's showing me these struggles that and she clarifies you and your husband, okay? She was my one and only. Oh, absolutely, Nicole. You betcha. She was your go-to, as I said earlier, and she just wants you to know that she's with you. Don't stop talking to her because she's listening. Just like when she was here, she wants me to make that very clear. She tells me you think to yourself so often, I wish Grandma was here. You know, oh, you've been so sick. Oh, okay, Nicole. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. It's interesting because I was seeing lots of Kleenex, but I thought it was more an emotional thing, to be honest with you, as I thought what she was getting at. Hi, Karen. Um, the Kleenex, I thought it was more emotional than physical, but maybe that was her way of expressing that maybe you've had a really bad cold or something like that, because she kept showing me tissues and tissues. All right, as I talked about in the last couple of days. So no, Grandma is with you. Grandma loves you so much. And she goes like this to keep your head up. You keep that head up, okay? Because she is so proud of the woman that you are. You have been battling numerous things she writes me the number 6, like something like the last 6 months has been really, really, really tough, okay? And therefore, lots of throwing up and crying. Oh, Nicole, I am so sorry to read that. Oh, okay. I hope that you feel better soon, physically, emotionally. All right. Um, but no, again, Grandma's right by your side. All right. Um, oh, and you're missing work. Well, I hope you get better very, very soon. Okay. Grandma tells me to tell you to eat some chicken noodle soup, and you very soon will be feeling better. All right. Oh, thank you so much, Lynn. That's extremely sweet of you. All right, I'm going to now move on to the next one. Thank you so much, Nicole, for giving me the opportunity to connect with your beautiful grandma tonight. All right. Mm. All right. The next loved one that I'd love to bring forward. You are most welcome, Nicole. You're most welcome. The next loved one that I'd love to bring forward for everybody tonight. I have this another male who I'm not 100% sure yet if this is if he's a husband that he's trying to connect with his you know the love of his life, or what the situation is quite yet. Okay, I need to tell you as I feel and connect with him. First of all, I want to say he's funny. He's a funny guy. Um, he was very much, always could crack a joke. Wasn't, too big on silence. He was very social type of person. Is exactly how he feels. Okay. Um, I need to tell you, he's visualizing. He's showing me him. He looks like, to put an age on him, it's tough. I think, his passing, in 45 to 50, somewhere in there, I think, is what he's trying to show me. I think. Okay. And he's trying to connect. It feels mm, it feels like he's trying to connect with his wife. I think so. Right. I think. All right. He wants me to talk about wearing a black T-shirt. Okay. And it's got like a band on it, like a music band on it, a group. Okay. And I can't see exactly which group it is, or I'd say it, but he's drawing attention that he liked to wear those types of shirts with things written on them, with never just too plain. Okay. Um, he shows me that, and all of a sudden I can smell his cologne, and it's like if you smelt it again, if someone walked by you with it on, you'd know it. You'd know that was the same cologne that he wore. Okay. He's such a kind guy. He appears to me to be about average height for a male. What's average height? I'm guessing around 5'10" is kind of how he looks to me. He's not extremely tall, but he's not short either. Okay. And again, he's smiling, he's laughing. Okay. Um, hmm. I just want to say how I can. Oh, for some reason, just out of the blue here, he showed me Tim Hortons cup. Okay, not too sure. He's trying to say how much he loved to drink Tim Hortons, or if that's you, one of the two kind of thing. He very much just showed me a Tim Hortons cup. Okay, that one of you would understand that, especially Tim Hortons. Okay. Okay. Again, I can just talk about what I'm being shown, and he just. Mm, mhm. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Jenny. This tree, you betcha. I thought I would make an angel tree for my whispering angels. Thank you so much. So yes, as I was saying, this wonderful male. Now again, he shows me the Tim Hortons cup, and now he's showing me how much he enjoyed fishing. That's and now he tells me that that's his favorite things to do in heaven. He's drinking hot coffee and fishing all at the same time. You can do whatever you want in heaven, he tells me, and that's what he chooses to do. Okay. Um, I've asked him now, what happened? How come he is no longer here? And he was a little bit at first kind of shy about it. I didn't get a direct answer right away, and it feels this was a bit of a this was not. I don't feel long decline in health. This was quite fast. This was unexpected to you. Okay. Um, and now he brings up a motorbike, something about motorbiking, mm, going on some kind of motorbike trip or something of that nature. Okay. Mm. He loves his wife so much. And interestingly, he tells me like to say something like, "Hi, mom. Hi, mom." Okay. Oh, and Bernice, I just read your message. Could it be Mel? That's interesting that you say that because he just said, "Hi, mom. Hi, mom." Um, hmm, that's amazing. Okay. And the fact that that happened, there's a delay for me, just so you know. So when you type something, it takes a little bit for me to get that. And so as soon as I said that, then I could read, could it be Mel? And that's interesting, Bernice. It could be. I'm going to keep on rolling and you let me know. All right. I've never met him, but I just, the few things, that I have heard in the community and stuff like that in Swan River was the wonderful, wonderful person that he was. And tonight I could feel that. I just want to say how much that aligns about how I could feel the wonderful person that he is. Okay. How I can feel his spirit now. And he's such a good, good, good person. He would talk to absolutely anybody. And he loved to talk. And it's like he loved to visit, I guess is more the word. Okay. Um, and as I talked about, how much he loves his wife so much. He's reflecting on, Christmas coming up and how tough that is. And I just want to say, and he's showing me what looks like his daughter actually also. He's reflecting on, and he tells me the girls. He's reflecting on the girls in his life tonight, and oh yes, he did. Yeah, absolutely. I just want to say, as I talked about his girls, he brought up, and it felt like a daughter, and I spoke earlier about his wife. Um, and I don't know what this is. I talked about Christmas coming up, and he showed me what looks like, excuse me for a second, mucklucks. Okay. And so Bernice, it's interesting. Just please remember that I said that because he's talking about someone getting mucklucks for Christmas. I think that's exactly what he's talking about. Okay, something like that. Showing me mucklucks as he talked about, especially his daughter and his wife. All right. Um, he showed me very clearly that he loved to give his wife a piece of jewelry at Christmas, and that this is going to be very hard for her not having him this Christmas. And he's just bringing that up that he'd love to give her. And it looks like a ring. I think he's trying to show me a beautiful ring, whether it be a family ring or I'm not 100% sure about that. Just that I can see it's a ring. He would love to give her one this year. Okay. He tells me that he normally like to buy her jewelry. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Good evening, Tracy. Thank you for tuning in tonight. So yes, and he brings up, the game Dominoes for some reason. I don't know why. I hope that makes sense to you, Bernice. Something about dominoes. I asked him to give me something real specific so you would know for sure, that this is Mel, and he showed me the game dominoes for me to say that. Okay, um, playing games again, maybe with Christmas coming up. I'm not sure, but he wanted me to say that to you. The game dominoes. Okay, all right. He's again, like I said, he's been smiling this whole time that I have been connecting with him. He loves you all very, very, very much. Okay. He asks me to ask you to tell all his family that he loves them and he wants to give them all a big, big hug, especially at Christmas. He wants to give them a hug. All right, now, Bernice, I hope that this always has been making sense. And yeah, absolutely. She did receive jewelry, and we play Rummy Cube. Awesome. Wonderful. That's interesting because, Rummy Cube is the same little squares, so to speak, as dominoes. That's interesting. Okay. You betcha. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm glad, that he liked to give her jewelry and this was all making sense because she really needs to hear from him. She really needs to hear from from you that you connected with him tonight. All right. So thank you so much for tuning in, Bernice, and for me to being able to do that. Good evening, Lori. Thank you for being here. Okay. All right. Hmm. The next loved one that I would love to bring forward is I have this woman. Okay, this wonderful female. Okay, and her personality comes through very clear. All right. Um, she has no problems. Like she's a very vocal person. Um, she's got no problem saying exactly what she thinks. Talking about how she feels, but at the same time, she is you know very very kind. Okay, you're most welcome, Bernice. Right, and this wonderful wonderful woman. Um, you know, all I can tell you, she shows me that she has sisters. Okay, I don't know how many. I don't know why she's exactly saying that, but that's what she's chosen to show me. Um, hmm. There's a sister that is like really important to her, and she has a brother actually. Took me a minute to clarify that that's exactly what she's trying to communicate with me. She's got a sister, and she's got a brother. Okay. She jokingly tells me that she is older and wiser than who she's trying to connect with tonight. Okay. And interestingly, she, you know, that's neat. She shows me that it's a little bit of a surprise. She loves it, but it's a little bit of a surprise. She wouldn't think that you necessarily would enjoy something like this. Now, I take no offense to that, that it's just not really something you I don't know, dealt with before or, have ever experienced per se. Just explaining that she's just a little bit surprised that you are enjoying Wednesday Whispers. And I'm glad you're enjoying Wednesday Whispers. But she tells me it's a little bit of a surprise in your family as a whole. She's made that very clear, like something about your parents. Okay. And she's just a little bit surprised by that. But she loves that. Okay. Um, she shows me who she's trying to connect with. I think she shows me you're very professional. Okay. Um, Crazy enough, that sounds like my sister. All right, Glenda. Okay. I will keep on rolling and you let me know. Okay. I've asked her, uh, Glenda, after I read your message, I asked her what happened. How come she is no longer here? Sometimes they tell me and sometimes they don't. And I didn't get a clear answer. I'm sorry. I was hoping that to give that, for you to know that that was her. Um, because I want to say like it's not. She tells me like it's not really cut and dry. There's not really one answer, you know. It was like a couple of things, kind of everything kind of rolled into each other, so to speak. I hope that makes sense to you. Is how she's explaining it to me. It wasn't just one. You know, she didn't just have a stroke, or she just didn't have a heart attack, or just didn't have cancer. Like it was a bunch of things kind of rolled together. Is what unfortunately what ended her life sooner than everybody wanted her to. Okay. I don't know why, but she wants me to tell you, Glenda, that it's cold and that sucks for you. She wants me to tell you that it's absolutely warm and beautiful in heaven. And she's like, it's like kind of like she's being a bit of a smart ass. She's like, it's cold, you know, it's cold in Manitoba tonight, and it's nice and warm up here for me. It's like she's kind of teasing you about that. But having said that, I want to tell you, she's trying to pass you something, um, like a warm cup of coffee or something like that. Okay. But having said that, she corrects me. I need to tell you, and she's clinking a beer first. She would rub that in. Yeah, absolutely, Glenda. You betcha. But like I said, she's clinking a beer, and then she wants to have a hot cup of coffee. She's like, we would toast a beer together first, type of thing, and then we would enjoy a visit together and just have a hot cup of coffee. Okay. And interestingly, she shows me something like a card game. It could be gin, possibly. I don't know. I read that. I read the word gin, talking about cards. Okay. About sitting and playing together. Okay. She brings me to that you guys didn't spend enough time together. She tells me that you guys talked back and forth, like on the telephone, is how it feels to me. Which talks about not seeing her enough in person. Um, is what she's talking about, that there wasn't enough intimate visits between the two of you per se. And she just tells me, especially alone. Okay. And she wishes that she could have had more of that together for some reason. The two of you being alone and talking, having heart to heart sister conversations. Okay. Um, you know, yeah, absolutely. She is shows it again to make it very clear that the weather is wonderful in heaven. And she just shows me that the homemade, I think they're chocolate chip, the homemade chocolate chip cookies are very, very good. Okay. Um, and everything is absolutely wonderful. And when much later in life, when you join her in in eternal life, she shows me you guys are going to sit down and you're going to have a great visit, and you guys will get to do that all the time. All right. And she very much looks forward to that. And until then, she plans to watch over you. Okay. Um, Interestingly, as I said, watch over you, she just showed me what looked like a vehicle getting stuck in the snow. Um, Glenda, I need to ask you, did that happen? Did you just recently have to shovel out or something like that? Because, like I said, she showed me like a vehicle getting stuck or something like that. Okay. Um, so yes, I just give you a second to answer that for me. I'll just carry on. And as I said, she's doing absolutely wonderful. Okay. And she talks about wanting to eat pumpkin pie with you as well. Okay. All right. Yes, absolutely. So please know that your wonderful, wonderful sister is doing fantastic tonight. No, you haven't been stuck. Okay. Okay. Well, please make sure you have something in your vehicle. Okay, please just do that for me, for if that would happen, because she very clearly showed me what looked like you getting stuck somewhere. So if you're at all going to be traveling or even around town, I'm just asking you to make sure you have something in your vehicle for that. Okay. Maybe she's just giving you a warning. I wonder about that. Okay, so just please do that, just to be safe. You know, um, your big sister's trying to look out for you. All right. So thank you so much, Glenda, for giving me that opportunity to connect with your wonderful sister. Okay, thank you so much. She better not be putting a curse on me. No, probably not. Nope. But if you get stuck and you don't have a shovel, she's going to say, I told you so. So please just go ahead and do that. All right. You know, I have been trying to, I don't want to say ignore him because that's not kind and that's not what I mean. I am just trying to, you know, Tyson, my wonderful, wonderful husband, doesn't really like to get connections made for him through my Wednesday whispers, because the truth is, I'm not saying he gets to hear from his family continuously, but he does hear from them from time to time. And his wonderful dad, Jerry, he always, when he does come to see his son, he's always eating a plate of pierogies. And it's a joke between Tyson and I, because that's his way of representing. If anyone knows his wonderful dad, Jerry, um, I'm sorry, I'm just listening to him. When he's always eating pierogies because he had a lot of health problems, and now he gets to eat whatever he wants, and that's his point. Because his eternal life is so wonderful that he gets to eat whatever he wants, and his choice is almost always a plate of pierogies. So as soon as someone brings up pierogies in these sessions, I always feel him right after that, and I see his face and I see his smile. I do. It's his opening of a window to let him come in. And you know Tyson doesn't wants me to just try and wait for till after the broadcast is over, because he doesn't want to selfishly take any of this hour. So, but tonight I just couldn't. I couldn't. Jerry, my father-in-law, is here and he hasn't stopped bugging me. So, and if you don't all mind me saying, he deserves to hear from his loved ones too. He tunes in just like you're tuning in, and so I am just going to very, very quickly talk with his wonderful dad, Jerry. The first thing he wants me to tell you, love, is he says that Pops is here. Okay. He wants me to talk about a singing fish on a board. Okay, those go on the wall. Okay, you push the button and the fish starts singing. Okay, he thinks that he wants me to talk about that. Um, he writes it in the hugest letters. So proud of you. Okay, and now he puts like a stethoscope, like a doctor's stethoscope, and I know what he's trying to say. He's talking about your doctor's appointments, and I know you don't mind me talking a little bit about you have health problems and you have some surgeries coming up, and that's just his way bringing up the doctor's stethoscope, is that he's going to be right there with you. Don't you dare worry about that. Your dad is going to be with you. He's going to be, and he just corrects me, he's going to be with you through that surgery. Okay, he's going to be, oh, and he just showed me, and I mean this, he showed me that he is holding your hand. He's going to be holding your hand through that surgery. I know that you're worried about it and you're concerned. And I can almost cry because this is very sensitive for me. This is very personal, but I had to let Jerry connect tonight. I just had to. He wouldn't, and he was literally like almost kind of nudging me, like, please, please, that he wanted to say this stuff tonight. And he tells me to tell you that you're going to be able to sing Amazing Grace just as good as you ever could after your surgery. And I mean that. He showed that to me so clearly. I could hear it in my ear. And he can't wait to hear. He's trying to sing, and he doesn't sing as good as you, um, which is, it's cute. He's singing to me, and he's singing that country road song. I can literally hear his own voice, and he's trying to sing that. And he said he wants me to tell you that you're going to be able to sing just as good after your surgery as now. So please stop worrying. The stress is not helping your situation. All right, love. Um, Thank you so much, everybody, for your patience. Thank you, Pops, for being there for my wonderful husband. I knew, between my dad and his dad, his surgery upcoming here is going to be all right. All right. So thank you all for listening, and I will carry on to the next loved one. I have a loved one coming through here who wants me to talk about loving to eat Werther's candies. Okay. Loved them. Okay. I can see the wrapper. It's Werther's. Okay. uh, it's this very, very, very kind older man. You know, I feel that. Oh my goodness. And loved ones, when they come through and connect through me, they always come in so loving and kind. But this one, I take really, really kind. This wonderful man. I want to talk about how he shows me. I feel a farming background here. Okay, I feel that about him. It's his personality. It's what he's kind. It's what he's always. That's what he's done. That's how he provided for his family. Okay, as I feel, and he corrects me as I said family, and I feel there's a little bit of animals here too. Okay, like probably cattle and stuff like that. Okay, I think is what he's trying to explain to me. He worked very, very, very hard. I've asked him, what happened? How come he is no longer here? And he lets me know that unfortunately his life was taken from him because of, I think it's cancer. Okay, cancer is what he's trying to express to me. And this is very much an older gentleman. Okay, what do I mean by that? He's showing me himself that he would have passed. It feels like in his like later 70s. I think is maybe 80s. Okay. He shows me how his health just so went downhill. His mobility went down. But interestingly, he lets me know that his mind was still all there from till the day he passed. His mind was there. It was all this was all physical stuff. He shows me his walking got slowed down, like, and it looks like possibly having a walker. Um, just showing me all these things. Interestingly, he shows me how thin his legs got. And it's interesting that he brings exactly that up, is that his legs got very thin, okay, as he was getting iller and iller, okay. This wonderful, wonderful older male, okay. Hmm. He also shows me enjoying sitting in a chair. It looks like kind of like in the corner of the living room, and drinking something hot. I'm not sure if it's tea or coffee. Okay, and it was his that was his evening of relaxing. and he's going back to, in the younger days, he worked super, super hard. At the end of the day, he very much enjoyed that chair. Okay, I need to talk about. And it's really interesting that he kind of shows it to me what looks like to be in a lighter blue or maybe a gray color. Okay, that's how he's showing it to me. Oh, okay. He has corrected me. Thank you. Um, I want to talk about, um, yeah, he's let me know that he wasn't as old as I thought he looked. Okay, definitely. Okay, and I need to talk about that. He shows me that at the end of his life, his breathing was very, very, like he was struggling. Okay, he's wearing some type of mask or something, and like he's in his sleep, he's like taking it off. I'm not sure exactly. That's how he's showing it. Okay, this wonderful, wonderful man. Okay. I and he shows me dipping like cookies or some type of something like that in his coffee. Okay, I need to talk about that too. Looks like cookies. Okay. Okay. Possibly my uncle Don says. I'm sorry, the writing is really small. I think that's Kendra. Says this kind of sounds like my dad. Okay. And Amber says, could be my grandpa. All right, everyone, I will do my best. And Tracy says, I wonder if it's dad. He looked really old when he passed, but he was only 66. That's interesting, Tracy, because um, I, I was, I really thought he was, and then he corrected me. He definitely, he looked 80. That's why I said it, you know, is how he portrayed. So that's really interesting that you write that to me. Okay. Um, I'm asking for something very specific. There's one, two, three, four of you, and I just something that would hopefully make sense to one of you and not the other three, or something like that. Okay, so this doesn't take too long to work through it, but I will do my very best. This wonderful, wonderful man. Again, I've asked for some specifics. Okay. The first thing I want to say is I can smell cigarettes. I'm pretty sure. Oh, interesting. Tells me that he smokes. Okay. And I think he's saying that you do or used to, is what he's trying to explain to me. Okay. I think. Okay. Um, I can definitely smell cigarettes. Okay, he smoked. Okay, so please let me know if that makes if that wasn't your grandpa or your uncle. Okay, or your dad. Okay, he definitely smoked. I can smell it, and that was his precise thing he was trying to show. Okay, I'm asking him for some more details. Okay. Interestingly, he wants me to talk about what he did for a living. And it feels like he kind of did this for a little while, and then maybe he did that for a little while, and like he would try different things, is how it feels. Okay. Um, Don says my uncle used to, and I do smoke. Okay, Don. Um, Again, this kind of like Tracy. Yes, both of us are smokers. Okay, so that's two of you. Right. So again, I got to ask for some more. It's something very very specific, and see what he comes up with real fast here. Um, Interestingly, he shows me a sign. I can't read the sign, but I know he's trying to. And Amber says, "Grandpa, didn't I used to?" All right. Well, that didn't make any it very specific at all. Okay. That was all of you. I think one, two, three, four. Yeah. Hmm. Okay. Uh, he wants me to talk about being from a small community. Okay. And the reason why I say that, he's showing me this sign, like when you enter into a well, any town or any city, but he just gives me that feeling that this is a this is a smaller community. This is not a city. He did not live in a city. Okay. He shows me that this is someone coming from a small area. Okay. Hmm. Yes. Um, he wants me to talk about playing cards and that grandma always liked to win. Okay. And it's like it's interesting that I said grandma. Like it feels like a a grandma and grandpa, but it definitely could be like a mother and father situation. But it's like his wife always had to win. Okay. She'd like to, I should say. Okay. But they did enjoy playing cards. Okay. Um, and he enjoyed music. I can hear it. I can hear it in the background, like a radio's on or something. He enjoyed, and he had a thing for whistling. I hate to say that too. These are the things he shows me. Okay, he had a thing for whistling, and very much enjoyed listening to. It's old music, like old country classics, like the older stuff for sure. Um, like he's showing me like Wailing Jennings and those much older Conway Twitty. And he tells me in my ear that's when country music was good. Okay. Don, my uncle, used to live in Bozeman, and we played sticks. Oh, nice. Okay. Uh, and Melissa says not to complicate this, but this sounds like my grandpa too. Sounds right, but he would always say no love in cards. Amber, that's funny. Uh, that's funny. That's so cute. Okay. Again, and grandma likes to win. Okay. Karen says, all right. And Don says, yes. So, Karen, yeah, I got it. Okay. Yeah. Again, something specific came out real quick, very clear, is to talk about a camper. There's a camper here. Now, it feels more like yours than his. Okay. He's talking about your family time, and he's so glad that you do that. He shows me a camper. Okay. He shows me it's not brand new, but it's nice, and he's so glad that you do that. Okay. Um, and Tracy said, it's not your dad. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Again, he's showing me this camper that you enjoy camping. You enjoy, the kids love the camping. I don't know why I know it goes with camping, but he drew my eyes to a sleeping bag. I don't know why. A sleeping bag. Okay. Amber says we bought a new to us camper this year. We spend a lot of the summer camping. And Don says I have a camper and we use it always go camping um and he would come. Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful, Don. Okay. It could be either one. Geez, I'm trying my very best here. Okay. And Melissa says, I don't have a camper, but he and Grandma did used to love camping with them. Oh, that's beautiful. Okay. I'm trying so hard here to make this stuff, you know, and I want to talk about, he shows me smoking a cigar. Now, this is, he makes it very clear. I said he smoked, but he smoked a cigar, and it feels very seldom. Like this is just once in a blue moon he would enjoy a cigar. Okay, he showed that to me very clearly. Okay, I hope that's going to make sense to one of you. Okay, um, and I just want to talk about he's just so loving, so kind, so I'm just listening to him. Yeah, he's his voice, his the tone of his voice, it's very, it's kind of soft, especially as he was, an older person. Um, his voice, it's just so genuine and um, I've asked him for something specific again, and he shows me. Um, Unfortunately, he shows me somebody in the family having. I think he's writing M and an S. I think he's trying to tell me that someone in the family has MS. I don't think it's him. Okay. Uh, somebody has MS. Um, okay. Yes. All right. Okay. I hope again that brings someone's has MS. Oh, Amber, your mom has MS. All right. All right. Yeah. Okay. Um, and interestingly, can I, if you don't mind me asking, um, is this your mom's dad? As you talked about your grandpa, is this your mom's dad that he would bring up the MS? I find that very interesting. So if you wouldn't mind letting me know, this very much sounds like this indeed is your grandpa, Amber. Um, well, and I wish I could give a message to all of you, and I'm so sorry that had kept going and going. That there were so many characteristics that were the same. Okay, but the M and the S, was really clear. Okay, um, and you say yes, my mom's dad. Yeah, that's why he would bring that up. Okay, um, but interestingly, I want you to tell you, he brings up this about her having MS, but it's he has this like kind of positive outlook about it, like she's doing okay. Okay, I'm not trying to make little of it, and I'm sorry that that's her situation, but he lets me know that things seem to be okay. Okay, um, oh, excuse me, sorry, sorry about that. So yes, I just want to say that other than with the MS, I know very little about that, but it's interesting that he wants me to talk about her. And gosh, I hope this is not offending her or anybody. Like he's talking about her gaining weight, and I don't know what that's about. Okay, and I don't know if that's happened or what the situation. Lorraine Johnson says, "Bless you." Thank you, Lorraine. Oh, that's great. Um, oh, and so does Nicole. That's funny. Uh, and the MS has never let it get her down. That is fantastic, Amber. I'm so glad to hear that. But again, he shows me something about a weight gain here, and it's like it has to do with the MS, as I think is what he's trying to talk about. Okay, so I don't know. I'm just gonna leave it at that. Okay, just remember that I said that, If there's ever any issues in the future. I don't know. I don't know what that's about. Okay. I wasn't trying to insult anybody, but that he very much was showing me that to say that to you. So I have to do what they are, what they're asking of me, for the most part. So you're wonderful, Grandpa. He wants me to express to you. Uh, he tells me that you were such a beautiful, beautiful child. He wants me to tell you that you had the biggest heart. You still do, but he's really reflecting on when you were a child and you were just so happy to want to please everybody. He shows me that about you, Amber. Um, Something like you always wanted to please everybody. That was your goal. You just wanted everybody to be okay. Okay, that's what made you happy, is when everybody else is happy. Okay, and shows me now, and now as a mom, he shows me that you're just the best mom, and you have raised some beautiful children. He shows me that you have. I was gonna say one, but I think he's corrected me that you have, like, two of your children. I don't know how many children you have. Uh, oh, okay. Yes, she has gained a bit of weight since her mobility has gone down a bit. Oh, that's what he's talking about. Okay. Well, please know that Grandpa is around, and he's around, and he's watching, and that's how he knows this. Okay. And again, he had a pretty, positive feeling about her MS. I just want to make that very clear to you. Okay, I know it's serious, and I know it's not to be taken lightly. But I just need trying to make it very clear how he seemed okay. Like, he was not. This wasn't a concern. He wasn't, showing any type of, you know, worry or anything like that. Okay. I guess the weight gain was just expressing that he's been with her. He's been around her, and that's how he knows that, she has gained a little bit of weight. Okay. Um, but going back to you real quick here, he wants me to talk about how wonderful you are as a mom. You're absolutely wonderful. That is where he corrects me, and he says, your career, you are absolutely fantastic at your career, and you are an even better mother. Okay. He's so proud of you. You keep doing that. Okay. Just like as when you were a child, it just makes you happy when everybody else is happy. And that's exactly what you do with your children. Okay. And he's just so proud of the woman that you are. Okay. Very, very proud of you. Okay. So thank you so much, Amber, and everybody else, for tuning in tonight's Wednesday Whispers. I do want to mention, with uh, oh, thank you so much, Tracy. It's very, very sweet of you. With Christmas coming up, only 2 weeks away. I just want to say, for any of you who didn't catch that last week, I mentioned it, and I'm going to mention it again. Christmas falls on a Wednesday, and so have decided I will be doing Wednesday Whispers on Christmas night at 8 p.m. as always, same time, same place. Just because I feel that Christmas can be a time when people really need to hear messages. So I'm going to do my part, and I definitely will be here, for Wednesday Whispers. Okay, so if you're not busy and you can, I'm asking you to tune in for another broadcast on Christmas night. All right. So until next Wednesday, though, I hope you all have a fantastic week ahead. I hope you stay warm, and you all take care of yourselves and everyone else around you. All right. Until then, everyone, please